Well, welcome to the farm stand, everybody. So good to see you here today. I always love when you join me on whatever adventure I'm on. This isn't a place that you see me a lot in. I haven't done a ton of videos or very many things in general out here, but every once in a while you get a little bit of a peep. Today is a special day. I'm so excited to show you what's inside this box, so stay tuned. For those of you who are new here, hey, my name's Angela and I'm the Inquisitive Farm Wife. And I call myself that because, well, I'm a farm wife and I'm just curious by nature. I love all sorts of adventures, whether it's out enjoying the nature or in my kitchen making up a yummy new recipe for the family. Whatever it is, I love bringing you all along with me and sharing it with you. The ups, the downs, the good, the bad, you get it all. So welcome to the channel, and I hope that you stick around and see what I'm all about. Today, Growneer HydroEasy 1.0. Okay, it's pretty big, and I brought it out here to the farm stand because I think we're going to grow food right here in the farm stand. I think that sounds amazing. What do you think? Well, first thing we need to do, open it up. I actually got this delivered to me through FedEx. Ooh, gosh, it may have been like a week ago. I've just been so busy. I haven't had a chance to really give it any attention. We're going to put it together. When they approached me about trying this out, immediately I thought, oh, this sounds so fun. I have done hydroponic type growing before, but nothing quite on the size or scale of this particular product. And I've not worked with this company before. So yes, I will have information down below for you on how you can contact them. And very likely there'll be some sort of a special for you also. They've got codes that we can scan and learn all about it. And they've got the paper directions too. So no matter how you learn, they've got you covered. It was packaged very, very nicely. I can smell the wood as I open it. And here are our lights. So I'm going to pull all this out and see what all we have in here. I've got not one, not two, but four, I believe, growing bases. And inside here, we've got bolts and such. In this box, ooh, this is the fun box. Inside here, we've got our caps. We've got our sponges. We've got some tweezers and some stakes for growing, for stabilizing. We've got a whole bunch of tags to label. We've got our domes. So it could be like, you know, that greenhouse environment. We've got where our little pods, where these sponges go. And we've got our A and our B, which we mix together to have in the water to keep it from going bad and to keep everything fertilized. We've also got our unit that we will plug into. Okay, so this is a typical and it said it right on there, US. So this is the US outlet. I assume that means you can get other outlet choices too when you order. And then this will go into the actual unit. This is our power supply. And then we have our legs. And these are so neat. Whoops, clumsy me. They are so neat because in some of them, we will notice they have zip tied the power cords to them so that it goes up and down the entire unit. And then in the very bottom, we've got our second layer for our lights. We have our base. And this is where the power outlet goes into. All the pieces are there. Now we can get to putting it together. I was super impressed with the packaging, by the way. I had no issues with this at all. No broken pieces, lots of padding, you know that it's safely going to get to your home. Okay, I decided I was going to get a little more comfortable for this next part. Putting this together requires taking off your shoes and just sprawling out on the floor. That way I can really get in here and really see what we're doing. I've got out my directions, my installation directions, and if I wanted to, I could just scan this with my phone. But you're in my phone. So we're going to read the directions and we're going to try to put this together without the video. And you can watch my video and hopefully I will share some tips with you, but if you still don't understand, obviously you can go check this out. Take the top board and place it on a flat surface. Okay, well this is the bottom board. That's the middle board. All right, bottom board or top board. And I know it's the top because one, it has the controls on it. The middle one has controls too, but this one says Growneer and it's also just a little bit more narrow. So they make it very easy to tell what's what. Take the stand pole A and plug the cables into the corresponding connectors as labeled. Align A with the metal block near the cable box. Rotate A and secure it. Please avoid damage to the cables while rotating. Yes, let's avoid damaging. So, we aren't going to need those just yet. We need these. And let's see, there is a difference between A, B, and C. So let's go ahead and divide those. B has doubles. A has singles. And C has nothing at all. So we have 1A, 1B, and the rest are all C's. Okay. So take the top board, place it in. Plug the cables into the corresponding connectors and labeled. Aligned A with the metal block near the cable. Okay, so what they mean by that is right along on the inside, right here. Come on in, right here. This is the metal box they're talking about. So we will take A, which is the single, snip this off very carefully. Don't cut the wire. Okay, now, you know what? I just realized one side has a notch and the other one doesn't. Let's see if I can read that really closely and see if it says. It says it should have 2, but I don't see 2 internal cables. No, this is B and this is A. A has 2. Oh dear. Good thing I double checked. Take the stand pole A. Plug the cables into the corresponding connectors as labeled. Align A with the metal block near the cable box. Rotate A and secure it. Please avoid damage to the cables while rotating. Well, yes, I would think so. Okay, so the side that has the notch, that's the one that goes out. Okay. But it does not tell me. Okay, DC2. So I plug DC2 into DC2. PNIN to PNIN. Okay, this so far is easy enough. Got both of those plugged in. Now I'm going to very carefully, with the wires to the side, there we go, twist this in. This isn't going to work. I don't like that part of the directions. So if I were you, I would go ahead and put it on first, okay? Because otherwise your cables, they can't turn that many times. And just make sure it ends to where it faces out. Now, take your cables, make sure you've got them labeled correctly, then plug them in. So that part of the directions may be user error, or it may be, you know, I just didn't understand it. And now I want to pull. Well, why are those so darn tight? Okay, try again. This, my friends, is a little difficult. Okay, hopefully these will pull. Okay, I think I know why they had the zip ties on there now. Maybe don't take those zip ties off. Now we've got it plugged in and we're good. We're good. We've got it. It fit, it worked with a little finagling. Easy enough. Now we'll grab 3 of these, put them on. These are C's. Number 4, take the middle board with the light controller E and place it on the stand poles. So I'm assuming I'm going to need this. The lights go up. The block is here. The block is here. Just set it on it. Just set it on there. Pass the cable through the hollow bolt. Rotate and secure the bolt. Please avoid damage to the cable while rotating. Okay, yes, please avoid any damage. So we will grab our bolts. Dun, 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 dun. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. It looks like this one's hollow. I'm going to run these through here. I'm going to set this on top. And then we're going to take this with the groove side up, thread it through. 1, 2 wires. Okay. Now we can start threading this through our pole. And let's see, righty tighty, lefty loosey. And they even give you a special tool to tighten it with. So all I need to do is run those through there to get them out of the way. Put the tool on, line it up, and just start turning. It really is that easy. So we will do that all the way around, except the next 3, they'll still be the small side down, but we don't need the one with the hole in the middle of it. So again, we'll just line it up and screw it in. Did I tell you short side down? It's long side down. Now, if you have a difficult time, there is another piece to this tool that goes in here, and it can make it easier to kind of get a good grip on it. So that makes it nice and tight. Nice and tight. Okay, next I want to make sure that I am lining up DC1. Plug it in. Ooh, barely gonna fit. The PS out. PC1 in is on the other side. Okay, so that's why it seems short. Okay, so on the same side, it's not. PC out is on the bottom. P2 out. I love that they have it labeled for people like me who don't always pay attention. Okay, so now that is in where it needs to go. We'll get those cords tucked away where they need to be so that they're out of the way, because next we're going to get busy and we're going to put this one on. Okay, so let's do what we did before, and let's see, make sure we have the right thing. We need this to be an in, goes on the bottom, and I want to make sure I have enough room there, so I gave myself plenty of room. And maybe leaving the zip ties on would be helpful for you. So please go ahead and do that step if you think that that's what you would prefer to do, because it does kind of make a difference if you do not get the length right. So now we've got the remainder 3. We'll just go ahead and screw those on real quick. So now we have the bottom board. And let's see which goes which. I'm going to assume that this is the bottom. So then I need to run this through here. And now we can finish assembling this. Okay, so again, we'll thread this through here. And we'll get that started. We will use our tool here and we'll get this nice and tight. Carefully not to do anything to our cord. There is actually a place for us to plug in this last P1 out, and then there is grooves in the wood that have been carved out so they fit nicely. You guys, this is impressive. They've thought of everything. We've got our 3 remaining screws. Again, use our tool, get them in there tight. And if that wasn't enough, they thought of the last tiny special touch. These rubber caps are made to fit just a certain direction over these bolts to protect your floors. So now all I need to do is turn it up. We'll go ahead and turn this upside down. And here it is. So by far, this is the largest growing unit I have used. And I'm super excited because this up here, I can use this as a shelf. I could put plants on it. I could put another grow station on it. I could put product out here in the farm stand. Like if I don't know, harvest something, and then I could put what's for sale up here. I originally was going to put it underneath my air conditioner over by where I keep my chair on the desk. But I see I have an empty plug-in and I've kind of got nothing going on right over there. So that may be the location. But next we need to go ahead and get our power source. And we'll go ahead and get it ready. And it is so super simple. So I'm not really sure what these are for, honestly. I'm not sure what that's all about. But I can clearly see that the power source is right here on the top. I'm kind of wondering if I just want to give power to one section, if that's probably what that's for. For fun, let's see if it fits. No, it doesn't. I'm sure there's a reason, and I'm sure if I put a little more time into reading the directions, they would tell me what that's all about. But I'm too excited. I want to get this going. Oh, I figured it out. I know what it's for. See? Silly me. All right. We weren't done installing. Okay, remember these things? Yes. They need electricity going to them too. And the electricity is coming from this that is going to all of everything. It's all connected, one cord. One and done, friends. One and done. So what I need to do, if you look closely, there is a groove and you can take it and push it down and follow it. It is waterproofed wire. So you follow the groove, come on in and check it out a little closer. And then it sticks out the back. And then that's where our tail slides right in here and it fits in just like that. And then this, I would suggest that you put the part where you water towards the outside. That's where the groove will fit just perfectly. So they have it all thought through that you can water from the outside so much easier. So there is that. And now rinse and repeat and finish the other 3. Now we're ready to plug it in and see what it looks like. And here we have it. Let's go ahead and put it. The power is on. Wow, look how bright and pretty that is. I'm going to shut it off for now because phase 1 is now complete. We have officially assembled our product.